This is Lake Effect Brewing Company's 27 Blocks. It's a collaboration I did with them back in 2013. This is a fresh hopped pale ale with burnt grapefruit, clocking in at 5.8%. Now we all know you shouldn't be cellaring pale ales, but this one is nostalgic. We're gonna open it up, see how it goes.
Drink it or dump it.
What used to be 27 blocks west of Fountainhead on Montrose is now on a corner spot of Milwaukee and Avondale. I stopped in to see Clint, kicked out the construction crew, and looked to pop open a couple of old beers with him. All right, we're here at Lake Effect. Clint, this is exciting stuff. I'm very curious because what is exciting to me and watching you build this brewery is how many barrels are you doing in a year at this point?
Not many. I'm selling probably 200 to 300 barrels a year. Okay. And so a lot of that I want to have on premise here. 2012 was when the first year that we started selling beer. So almost, like coming up on 13 years. And you have chosen to stay small and not scaled to be a bigger brewery. Yeah, I feel by staying small and catering to your neighborhood and your local population, that's a good scale to be at, especially right now. Yeah, we just want to stay true to the neighborhood, Chicago, and really just do as much as we can. Have all our offerings out of here and a select few accounts, but we don't want to stretch ourselves too far, and try and keep the beer here and keep it fresh. Tell me about your core beers. Yeah, we've got 4 beers that we do very regularly. One is a pale ale. We are calling that Avondale. So we do all ales here, by the way. Our one lager would be like the second beer we make regularly is our Kolsch style. We call that Super Beer, and that's been a collaboration with Superdog. We do an amber, and we also do a Belgian white. So those are the 4 ones that we do continuously all the time. And then from those 4, we'll throw in some seasonals, different one-offs, collaboration beers, things of that sort. But here at the brewery, we'll have about 8 beers on tap. What was the first beer that you had that you can remember was the one beer that changed it for you? My first experience with really, really good beer was when I went to Germany with my dad on a business trip. I was drinking Dunkelweiss in Bavaria. Oh, wow. Because he had a meeting in Munich, and so that's a good place. I was young too. I could drink there, right. Here in the States I couldn't do that. 19? Yeah, so that was the first time where I was like, okay, this is really something. When it comes to the brewing, like me wanting to start a brewery, that actually happened after I quit smoking. And about a month later, I was drinking a beer at a bar, and I could taste every part of it. It was absolutely delicious, and it kind of threw me. Like when I quit, that was like the greatest reward. I will say, shortly after that, I had a Sam Adams Oktoberfest, and I remember being able to taste like every note of that beer. Oh, wow. And so that started becoming a thing where I could taste beers and just really taste all the different flavors and all the different things that were going on into it. Now, I will say that this series is about tasting beers in my cellar to see how they've held up. You typically don't want to cellar a beer like this, but this is very nostalgic, and It was there, so I figured let's taste it. What do you think this is going to be? I remember the beer used to have the grapefruit did did pop out. I'm hoping that some of that citrus is still present, but you know, it might be a little stale. But obviously, it's very lively. So
very lively.
It might have gone a little bit wild on us, but we'll see what happens.
Smells like it went wild.
Oh yeah, it is wild. Actually, has a nice wild smell to it.
Yeah, if you told me this was a saison or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely gone very saison-y. But the smell doesn't offend me too
cheers. The smell is not offensive, and it's certainly not what it was.
To get past the foam.
I know. Definitely grapefruity. This is the second beer I've tried that tastes like a very different style than it was when it was bottled.
Yeah, this is definitely a wild ale. Like, this tastes like it's from, it's like really dry too.
So do you think it's a drink it or is it a dump it?
I actually kind of like it, but you know, I'm close to all these beers, but this has definitely turned kind of wild to me, and it's not offensive. Probably not something I would want to drink all the time.
It's evolved into something new, which is...
It's not bad, actually.
It's exciting because it's kind of metaphoric, right? When's the plans to open?
Hopefully by spring, so late spring.
Great.
Got some inspections to do, and I've got just need to finish the work, get all the building department stuff done, and then we have our license inspections, and then hopefully they'll just issue it to us so we can start up. But I would say we're probably about 70% done.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Lake Effect out in Avondale in Chicago. Check it out. Fresh hopped is going to be a thumbs up. Drink it.
But they'll be disappointed if they're looking for fresh hop, your standard fresh hop beer.
Yes.
This has turned into a Belgian wild ale. It has a lot of it does have some citrusy notes, but it's actually it's not bad. I mean,
it's a great reason why you should not be keeping pale ales in your cellar.
Yeah. If I didn't have any alcohol and it was Friday night and this is the only thing I could find, yes, I would drink all of it. But if there was another beer laying around, I'd probably go for that one.
Yeah.